Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Rosa, and this is my little video about why I support Newt Gingrich for President 2012. I thought about setting up a little set and doing hair and makeup for this video, but then I realized since I was bringing the unvarnished truth that I myself would remain also unvarnished. I do also want to preface by saying that although I do agree with what Newt says he wants to do as he becomes president, including and especially repealing Obamacare, but also repealing Dodd-Frank and Sarbanes-Oxley, this video is not about Newt's policies or what Newt wants to do specifically on day one. The video is about why I think Newt is not only the strongest candidate for president, but also would make the strongest president. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I believe that the most important job of the president and the most crucial job in the world we live in today is commander-in-chief. First of all, we all know that Newt Gingrich has a proven track record as a conservative leader and successfully led the conservative revolution in Congress. And please don't believe what you read about the past. Go back, look at the source documents, look at what actually happened, make your own decision about the events of the 90s. The next thing I want to say about Newt is that he understands and articulates the conservative principles that must be brought to the fore, that must be highlighted as the example of our difference from Barack Obama. Really, really important. And Newt needs no notes, no teleprompter to bring out these principles. He also understands and can articulate with great alacrity our founding documents and our history. Also very important, Newt has no peer here. Also, and near and dear to my heart, as a counter-jihadist, Newt understands and articulates without fear the truth about our enemies and the current world situation. This is very important that not only the commander-in-chief understand this, but be able to talk about it and be able to speak without fear in any forum. Newt and the establishment. Contrary to what you may have read, there is a Republican establishment entrenched in D.C. that would like to keep things just the way they are, maybe tweak a little bit around the edges. This establishment, and of course the Democrat establishment, all of them hate Newt Gingrich. To me, this is a badge of honor, a badge of courage, and I salute you, Newt. One of the most important things about being the best candidate, and when I try to talk to people about this, they look at me like I have three heads. Newt is the only one that never falls into the traps laid for the candidates by the media. He never allows them to write the script. He always brings it back to them. A prime example of this is Newt's interview with David Gregory, where Gregory tried to lead him into the contraception trap. Newt brought it right back to him and said, if you would like to talk about this subject, let's talk about it. What's going on with religious freedom? What is happening here? He brought it right back to Gregory, and Gregory had no response. This is what Newt can do. This is what Santorum and Romney have not figured out. And the media will rip them to shreds in the general election, and they will be complicit in their own destruction because they do not understand what they need to do to counter this tactic. Not only do I believe that Newt would be the strongest candidate to go up against Obama in November, I also believe that Newt would be the strongest president. And this has a lot to do with the commander-in-chief factor, which I'm just going to go into a little bit here. One of the most important things that we need to have to demonstrate to the world that we have elected a president who swore to uphold the laws of his country and uphold the Constitution, who is not afraid to be the leader of the free world, who takes it on without hesitation, without fear, and brings that to the rest of the world. Right now, we have an administration who pushes our allies away with both hands, not only Israel, but Great Britain, and I could go on and on. and also to our enemies, kowtows, displays weakness, shows that we can be taken, that we are spineless. This has to change. The world is a dangerous place, and we must not appear weak, and we must not be weak, and we must not elect someone who will show that weakness. I believe that Newt is the best one to lead this country and to demonstrate to the world that we have elected a principled, law-abiding, Constitution-believing president. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and go Newt 2012.